my channel. It's your girl, Kareem Guanisha, and today, as you can tell by the title, is my first ever real series on my channel. This is called Set the Tone Sundays. So, the word of the week is faith over fear. This is really big and very crucial in what is going on right now. Um, with the whole coronavirus and all this crazy mess that's going on, but it's really important to move in faith and not fear. And for me, it's definitely has been a challenge. Just to give you guys a little insight, because I believe that I am made to be on YouTube to tell my story. Obviously, I'm not gonna just put all my business out there, but I think it's important, so that you guys can see why I have to have faith and why faith is so important and why it's important to have people who have faith around you. So, when this stuff started happening, mind you, I work in schools. I'm a paraprofessional, okay? I'm about to be a teacher. Listen, so I'm getting like the training I need. They closed the school down for 2 weeks. And obviously, it may be a little longer. We don't really know. But I'm not getting paid those 2 weeks. Like, I'm not getting any money from that job at all. So I do have a second job. I work at Sephora. They're going to help me out. They're going to pay, me, but it's not going to be a lot to cover, like, rent. It's going to cover the bare minimums. Like, it's going to do a little something with my rent, and it's going to do a little something with, like, phone bills and, other necessities and things of that nature. But it's definitely has been a trying time for me. Like, when I first got word of all of this, I can honestly say that my fear almost took me over. It almost made me just want to give up. Like, I started moving in fear and not in faith. And honestly, like, it was very hard. So, and now this is where I get to my first point of why it's important to have people who move in faith around you. So, I have a few friends who were all in church. Like, anybody who I associate with has to go to church. You just have to. Like, you have to have some type of relationship with God. If you don't go to church, because I understand people are in different chapters in their life. Some people are on the chapter where they're just figuring out. They don't know how they want to be spiritually. And that's fine, because I've been there before, and me having friends who go to church helped me, when I wasn't like going to church and I just didn't feel spiritually equipped, but a lot of people that I have around me, they're prayerful. They're prayerful. They pray for me. They make sure I'm good. They check up on me every day. Like, and I'm an introvert. So, like, some days I feel really heavy. Some days I feel good. But, when all this stuff started going on, those were my heavier days. And I'm the type, well, I was the type, because we're going to change our tone and how we speak. But I was the type where if I had a problem, I literally would just keep it to myself. Like, I wouldn't talk to anyone. I would just isolate myself. And that has gotten me nowhere. So now that I have, like, friends who go to my church and friends who are really moving in faith and not in fear, I'm able to talk to them. Like, I have a friend, you guys will see her on my channel soon, so I'm going to say her name, Taylor. Shout out to you. So, me and this friend, Taylor, we have another friend named Hope, and we all have, like, a group chat. But specifically, like, me and Taylor, like, we talk on the phone, like, a lot. Like, that's someone who, if I feel like the world is crumbling, I call her, because she's always very radiant. She's always giving me, like, nothing but positivity. Pretty much, like, she was just telling me, it's okay. Like, everything is okay. Like, you just need to breathe. And her saying those words meant everything to me that she probably doesn't even know. Like, they meant everything because I really had to take a step back and understand, like, I'm okay. I'm alive. It might be, you know, trying to get back to where I need to be, but I know that God has a plan for me and I know that He has me. And that's why I'm not 100% worried about anything. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm great. Like, I'm living, I'm walking, I'm talking, I can hear, I can see, I can smell, I can talk, I can taste food. All my fingers work. Okay, like, I'm okay. So, like, make sure you guys during this time you have people who move in faith and not in fear around you. Like, when I tell you, it was just this previous week has been very trying. It's tried my faith for sure, but it helped me put things into perspective. It helped me realize I really have to continue to push myself to really be in faith and really not live in fear. That's exactly what it's taught me. Like, and it taught me to reevaluate the decisions that I make, the jobs that I work at. Um, Me not being able to be paid for those the weeks that I'm gonna be out, like, it really showed me, Kareem, you cannot work for a company that doesn't care about you. That you're practically disposable. So it's definitely been a very, like, touchy thing because now it's like I'm looking for better jobs that are going to equip me when things like this happen. And granted, we don't know when the next time this is going to happen. We don't, but it's like you just have to be prepared. And this is really showing me that that's what I need to be. I need to be prepared. And it's really pushing me closer to learn more about my inner self and learn more about who I am and what I want, what I won't tolerate, what I will tolerate. And it's just essential to move in faith and not in fear. Like, there's been so many times that I would let my fear overcome me, and it would be worse. It would be worse than what it started out. But once I started moving in faith, like, God got me regardless of whatever, my life changed dramatically. And just having those friends who really pray for you, like, it's a different friendship when God is in the middle of it. I promise you, it's a different friendship when God is in the middle of it. If you have friends that can pray for you, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a different vibe when you have people who can pray for you. It really is. Like, I'm just so grateful and I'm so thankful for the people who are in my life who have been helping me. I'm so grateful for my bishop and my the first lady of my church, Dr. Sharon. I'm so grateful for them because on Wednesday when I went to Bible study, mind you guys, I hardly ever go to Bible study. Like, it's I'm keeping it real. Like, I hardly ever go to Bible study, and something told me to go. And they asked anybody who has been temporarily laid off, please stand up. I stood up and they prayed for us. And when I tell you, like, I felt the Holy Spirit. I felt it. Like, it's like, if you've never felt the Holy Spirit, someone's not praying over you properly. Because when they started praying, like, I wanted to cry, but I'm like, gotta be stronger than that. But it made me feel good and it made me feel secure. Because there's power in numbers and there's power in prayer. So you put those two together and it's magic. And I'm not even going to make this video that long, but I just wanted to really tell you guys, move in faith and not in fear. Move in faith and not in fear. And that is the message for Set the Tone Sundays. If you guys need any prayers or anything, please feel free to reach out to me on all of my social medias. I'm open and I'm ready to give to you guys. Hope you guys have an amazing Sunday.